We do favors for each other all the time. Can you help me with this? I'll do that for you. It's just a totally universal part of how we interact. But what if the very language you spoke forced you to define the direction of that kindness every single time? Well, in Japanese, that's exactly what happens.
Think about it. In English, we say I help my friend, and my friend helps me. The verb help stays the same, right? We just swap the subject and the object. But in Japanese, the grammar itself actually shifts depending on one very simple question. Is that favor moving away from you, or is it coming towards you?
So, first up, let's take a look at what happens when an act of kindness is flowing away from our perspective. This is where a very specific grammar pattern, te-ageru, comes into play.
Okay, so here's the key. Te-ageru is your go-to phrase when you, or someone you consider part of your inner circle, does something for someone on the outside. You can almost picture it like an arrow on a map, pointing away from you. The action is always directed outward. Let's break this one down. The speaker, watashi, that's I, is the one performing the action. And who's receiving it? The tomodachi, the friend. So the favor of helping flows from me to my friend. And because it's going outward, we use tetsudatte agemasu. Make sense, right?
Now here's where it gets really interesting. In this case, the speaker isn't even the one making the lunch. It's, haha, my mother. But because your mother is part of your in-group and she's doing a favor for an outsider, taro, the action is still seen as moving outward from your personal sphere. So the rule still applies, tsukutte agemashita.
And this example is fantastic because it shows how ageru can even be used when you're just an observer. Ken is doing a favor for his sister. From our perspective as the speaker, we're just watching this act of kindness happen between two other people. It's not directed at us, so we describe it with this outward-facing verb, yonde ageteimasu.
All right, so we've covered favors going out. Now let's flip that compass needle around. What happens when the favor is directed toward us?
This is the other side of the coin, te-kureru. You use this whenever someone does something that benefits you or your in-group. That arrow of kindness we talked about, well, now it's pointing directly at you. The action is coming inward. See the shift here? The tomodachi, the friend, is the one doing the action. But who's the recipient? Watashi, me. Because the benefit of the teaching is flowing to me, the speaker, the verb has to change to oshiete kuremashita. The grammar itself is telling you that you're on the receiving end.
This one really drives the point home. My ane, or older sister, she's part of my in-group, just like the mother in that earlier example. But here, she's making the cake for me. And since the benefit lands squarely on the speaker, we have to use kureru. It's the destination of the favor that really matters.
I absolutely love this example because it shows just how deep this concept goes. I mean, even an inanimate object, a smartphone that performs a helpful action for you uses kureru. The phone is giving you the favor of directions. It's just a beautiful peek into how this perspective is baked right into the language itself. So we've got these two patterns, ageru for outward actions and kureru for inward ones. Let's put them side by side so we can see the core difference in one clear view. In the end, it all just boils down to your position as the speaker. You are the center of this grammatical universe. If the favor flows away from you, it's ageru. If the favor flows towards you, it's kureru. It's not about who is more important or anything like that. It is purely about the direction of the social action relative to you.
When you think about it this way, you start to see that this isn't just some dry grammar rule. It's actually something more. It's like a social compass built directly into the language.
Yeah, every single time a Japanese speaker talks about a favor, they are automatically and grammatically defining their relationship to that action. They're stating whether they are the source of the kindness or the recipient. The speaker's perspective isn't just implied, it's the actual anchor that decides the entire structure of the sentence.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? And this is just one example from one language. It begs a much bigger question for all of us. What hidden maps and perspectives are embedded in the grammar we use every single day without ever even thinking about it?